Oh. Oh.
All right. Okay, not muted, not muted. All right. Hey, we've got the one. We've got the two.
Those.
And I think microphones are working and unmuted this time, so that's pretty sweet. Right? And then maybe no echo this time because we got to welcome back to the Truther Cast, home of the Truther Cast. May we please take your truth orders because it's another slow week here, man. So we got a couple bangers. There were a few bangers. Now it's like slow, but it wasn't lame because it's a big banger, man. We got John Bolton arrested, bro.
Ooh.
I don't know if we like put him in arrested, but like we raided him, like, you know, real late at night where the wife was like woken up and he was in his undies. Like, wait, what was that? Oh yeah, they did to Trump's friends, you know. So little retribution this week, and they're investigating Mr. John Bolton and potential alleged crimes he may have committed. But we're gonna get into all of that stuff in just a bit, folks. So thank you for showing on up here. If you're not familiar with us here at the Truther Cast, we are attempting to not just be two more blokes on the old internet complaining and bitching and moaning up and crying about all the black-pilled stuff out there. We are trying to have a shtick. And that shtick, guys, the shtick is to build a better news feed. So you definitely want to follow us along here. And then also, you know, tell your friends to come join because we're going to go through the locals community where I post throughout the week and go over the, you know, alternate news, the informational tidbits that the mainstream, lamestream media doesn't talk about or they just straight up lie about, you know. And we like highlighting the people that I find this information from and not just, you know, grabbing their information and telling it to you like we came up with it. That way you can, you know, find out and follow them yourself and build a better news feed. And maybe yours is already great and you follow some of the people we talk about. So another part of building a better news feed is helping others do that. So, you know, maybe you got a mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, or, you know, some friend or something at work or, you know, whatever that, you know, that's, you know, kind of into this, you know, waking up and getting off of the mainstream news teat, but they need a little help, you know. It's kind of tricky if you're not very techie, you know. So I got a website, truthercast.com, with some resources there that helps out. But you can also just, you know, follow along on the show or share the show. And, you know, then they can get all the information themselves and follow if they like and yada, yada. We're going to get into those things, but first I want to make sure we don't forget it in the opener like I did last week, because we do love support here and helping us keep the lights on, but Dan's favorite way is free.
By clicking the share button. Easy peasy, clicky clicky, and then you're caring just like that. You're one of the people that care about the world and the environment and, you know, world being better and stuff.
Not
like
Karen with a K,
share.
you're Karen like Carin.
Right, yeah.
Just
important
specificity, yeah. Note, asterisk. I don't want to call you a Karen, folks. We are caring.
Yes. That's the easy way, folks. And it's free, most importantly. As the people that run the world, their favorite option, free.
And if you want to give us money, you can go to the locals community, sign up for the Primo Squad, and definitely make sure to use the code Better Newsfeed, because then you'll save some money giving us money. Or don't do it if you want to give us all the money. But it's pretty cheap, folks. It's like a $5 a month little thing just to help keep the lights on around here. But if you would like a little bit more of a bang for buck and you own a computer, you should go to that link description down below, and you should check out that signup.toleratetech.com, because that'll tell you all the information about me, Scott, becoming your new tech guy and helping you out, because I got a company that the show's sponsored by every episode called Revival Tech. And I'll just, help you figure out all your tech shit, keep it all secured and updated and yada, yada, and answer your tech questions. But more information over at the signup.toleratetech.com. So click on that baby down below, and that one, helps keep the studio lights on here. And then, I get to help you out and be a like-minded, tech guy. It's hard to find a like-minded tech guy here. They're all libtoid.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're around the Silicon Valley.
Or just follow the industry or something, bro. Because even out here, man.
Yeah, I wonder how much actual on-purpose indoctrination has been planted through all the technology bits.
Well, that's what people were worried about it. J.D. Vance for, right? Because he was like Silicon Valley, so it was like, there's no way he's conservative. Then he got behind Trump, and everybody was like, cool, whatever.
All right, yeah. If that was just a smart play, or
yeah. Well, there is the like black pill theory on him, where he's like Manchurian candidate, and so he's snake oil, like sheep wolf's clothing, or wolf sheep's clothing, on the Trump team. So he can get in, become president, and he's going to usher in the technocracy apocalypse of, all the technocrats are going to take over at the top and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, I may have been into that when I was younger just because it's a crazy theory of conspiracy. But yeah, I don't see that right now, bro. I'm a little bit too positive on it.
Right. I mean, us as people hopefully will not want it and do things to not bring it abroad. But thinking about it makes sense, because the technology, like if we can't be smarter than the technology ourselves, like just using it to our will, and it starts being smarter than us, so it starts making us bend to its will, then we're going to have some problems. But if it gets to that point, that is the big question.
Well, that's one thing a lot of people are afraid of, that, are techie in the know-y smart, is the Elysium with the Matt Damon. They were using an AI as the actual presidential government thingy.
Ran the whole.
So like now that we got AI, it's like,
Yep.
How long until it's good enough? / somebody thinks it's good enough to start doing that. Like
the Star Trek Enterprise, that's an AI model that basically runs the ship. So it's all how we use it. It's up to us humans, just like our choices every day, good or bad, for the betterment or the defamation of humanity.
Wait, what do we call this TikTok? How long till ban?
How long until we don't understand how we got shut off?
How long till ban? All right. I can't be banned for misinformation, right? That's BS, man. Like, get up out of here. All right, cool. Now we live on the TikTok. See if we can bring anybody over here to the green app.
Right. I feel like that's only a message you can get if you're like an actual news corporation.
Yeah, right, dude. Like if you're just a regular dude, like, come on now.
Yeah,
I'm just talking ish, bro.
That makes it even more First Amendment violating,
Yeah, right. I know you're owned by a Chinese company, but like, I operate here in the United States where we got the First Amendment.
That's just them getting us used to that first step and shutting up and not opening our mouths.
It gives you like the default shit. It's like, we're notifying viewers you're live. Keep going. We're letting more viewers know you're live. 0 people. Nah, bro, y'all got me shadow banned because you already gave me like 2-3 suspensions, man. Like, god dang. Every time I go live on TikTok, it gave me a suspension. I'm like 0 for 4 right now, bro. What's this? But anyway, folks, we can go on and get into it. We're going to flip on over here to the locals community, which, like I was mentioning before, is where, I post things throughout the week that are, what I find to be very informationally helpful, stuff that, I feel like people need to know about, right? Some of it, is just, you can't always find the side things, right, that are like not just like filler crap. There's a lot of filler that's why it's been slow to me. A lot of filler crap going on where I'm like, just ain't important to tell people about, bro. Like
nothing new, just a lot of updates little updates on
That's
stuff.
the other thing about this show, man. I'd plan on trying to monetize things to like pay the bills or make money, but I don't ever want this show to be a core money maker to where I have to just sit and talking head bullshit, bro. I don't want to fill in an hour. That's my critique of all the other YouTube and podcastings. Like they just fill time in and then it's a blow. So it's like, man, I'm just gonna give it to you straight, man. If there's some interesting shit, bet.
Screen time pays, but we about getting you the facts and stuff and then getting on with our days because we got things to do. We encourage you to do more in your day.
So here's an example of a mainstream news topic covered by Mr. Jesse Waters. Of course, like the only good ones are probably going to come out of Fox, right? But one that maybe you didn't hear about, because apparently 70 million monks are on the Trump train.
70,000?
70,000. 70,000 monks.
Say, they could have their whole own country with that.
Million. 7 global because of Trump ending 7 global conflicts in about 7 months ish or something. So let's hear what Jesse has to say, or not. Everything's broken. Come on, X, you gonna load the vidya?
Monks just broke their vows of silence to nominate Trump for the Nobel.
Broke their vows of silence? This is kind of a big deal, man. I thought 70,000 was a big deal, but they broke the freaking silence?
Cue the Antichrist vibes, man.
That's wild. Yeah, how would they all get behind a man like this? And then like why would you even take the effort to we got to make sure this guy gets nominated for the that's very interesting to me, man. I want to see an interview of the head monk guy.
The weird thing is the Nobel Peace Prize seems to barely actually be about things that happened that made things more peaceful.
How Obama got
great accomplishments, really.
Right.
Yeah, which I mean, not docketing, just
where
saying,
this one is actually for peace.
When the actual word in the in the prize is peace, but it barely has to do with it sometimes.
I think
kind of weird.
I think it's the Nobel Peace Prize. Shoot, it could have been a different one, man. But one of them is the derivations of it are a little bit iffy because it was the guy had a bad rep, so he made up the effing award to just give it to himself and change shit, and then it was but it's a thing that we give to other people now or something. I forget that one.
President Trump, we are standing here today with hearts full of appreciation. Today, 70,000 Cambodian Buddhist monks are wholeheartedly supportive of our Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet to nominate you for the Nobel Peace Prize. Please accept, Mr. President.
70,000 monks can't be wrong. After Trump brokered a peace deal between Cambodia and Thailand, the monks went ultra MAGA and shaved their heads like Stephen Miller.
What up, Gemini?
So 47's thinking about sending them all 70,000 of them Trump 2028 hats.
That'd be pretty fun. See 70,000 monks wearing Trump 2028 hat. That'd be pretty awesome. Speaking of Trump 2028 hats, Newsom came out in a press conference, and I don't even know why you'd admit this, but he was like, and somebody sent me a Trump 2028 hat in the mail. Why would you do that? Because someone's snickering right now, oh man, wait till he gets the 4th and the 7th package, man. Oh boy.
Duty and tariff-free. Zelensky and Macron went home yesterday with hats that said 4 more years. Just like when you visit a museum, Trump brought them to the gift shop right before they hit the door.
Which, by the way, since then, they've had the talks the Putin and the Zelensky talk now, right? Mm-hmm. And everything seemed like it was cherries and sunshine.
Yeah.
So Zelensky, and then it looked like Zelensky was backhanded into a position of hey, respect us, right? He wore the suit. There was no blow up situation from it, right? He's now since come out and was yeah, I'm not going to do peace unless everybody does exactly what I want. Whatever, America said. Yeah.
Basically what he did last time.
Right? So he did the I'm going to just come back out and be no, I'm the strong one.
Yeah.
I know you want to do that. A lot of alpha dudes, women, Just alpha people would want to do that. But there's some situations where you just shut up, bro, and you take the back seat, dog. Like, God dang.
Yeah. Yeah. You just let the gifts given to you go into place, but
that'd be if
trying
you
to be
actually wanted to
extra.
end the war and stop murdering everybody. So,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
stop getting all that secret
Which
money in your
is-
back pocket from the,
which
the
is why a
people
lot
funding
of,
it.
Yeah, a lot of people
Yeah.
say he just has a personal hatred for Putin. Why he's doing it, pretty much. Like
That's
it
simpleton
better
top level
not.
shit, bro.
It better not be.
That's in my
'Cause
opinion,
that's-
that's an oversimplification. We're like, it's between him and him. It must be he doesn't like him. Nah, dude. He's got a hand up his rear, dude. He don't got no choice in what the hey he's doing, bro. Somebody's running that guy like a puppet.
Yeah.
He was a comedian actor, man. There's no way he's like, why does he hate Putin so much?
Kind of like how it all started with the pipeline getting blown up. You know, it's probably whoever
Right.
directed that, you know, has the hand up there as the puppet.
Well, Germany freaking was trying to arrest some Ukrainian because they literally like figured out they blew up that pipeline, you know? So it's like, so I don't know if he had some other history or like maybe his dad was an awesome war man and Putin murdered him and then he became a loser comedian guy that like, you know, played the guitar naked to be cheeky or something. But then he's got some big magical rub against freaking like Putin or something. But I feel like he's 100% like mega stooge, bro. Mega stooge.
Putin wanted a hat too, but instead Melania gave him a letter that said, "Stop killing kids." And Trump buzzed them with B-2s.
Alaska was a show of force by President Trump. He invited President Putin to land that the Russians used to own. He displayed a huge amount of military hardware and then did a flyover. It was kind of like inviting your uncontrollable neighbor to your house and showing him your gun case.
Trump's giving everybody options.
Which that event was kind of neat too, because we also saw Putin go to the grave sites of the Russians who died in like some war over like before Alaska was Alaska or when we took Alaska or something. Not sure about like how that got there, but there's grave sites up there. So he was given respects there and like actually made the cross. And like one of the headlines was, you know, is this like the first politician like in how long we've seen like publicly make a Christian symbol of the cross? And it's like, actually, that's a good question. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's kind of cool if you're Christian kind of thing. Like, and I was like, well, heck yeah, he did that, bro. The dude outlawed Satanism, dog. Like,
Another point to where he hopefully is actually for us and not against us.
Yeah.
Not just playing the part to make it look good.
I just, man, I don't know why I'm biased. I have no reason to like Putin at all, right? But he does, like, I cannot think of any situations in the last 5-10 years that he's done something where it's like he's got something up his sleeve and he's trying to take over everything like a crazy man. Bro, he just wants to have a dope country and be the leader, man, and then make deals with everybody or something. I don't know. Or it's, that's his trick. You know, who knows?
The easy way or the hard way? This time, Zelensky picked the easy way. He wore a suit, said his thank yous, and brought Trump a big, beautiful gift.
Yeah, we can have, probably saw a lot of that. I think the headline here was the 70,000 monks. That's crazy.
That's a whole lot of monks.
That's a lot of monks.
That's a whole lot of ass whooping potential right there.
That's a lot of rice, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot of rice.
Through that.
I don't. So he did have some other good clips out of this, but I didn't make the effort to grab them all. I don't know if I think this is just a clip of this one. So there was a conspiracy theory started around the interwebs that Mr. Elon was more assuredly colluding with Mr. JD, and he was gonna like back him or something, or I don't. There's like a huge rumor around, you know, him and Elon are working together, and it's gonna be like not the GOP, right? Like it's gonna be not the Republicans. So in this interview with the Miss Ingram, Mr. JD Vance explicitly says like, oh, hey, dude, I heard about these rumors.
Yeah, so I saw the story, and as far as I can tell, the story is completely fake. I've never talked with Elon Musk or, frankly, any other donor about 2028. I do think that it would be a huge mistake for Elon to go forward with a third party. And my argument to him is, whether you like it or not, you are now perceived by the far left as on the side of the American right. You believe in law and order, you believe in closed borders, you believe in economic growth and prosperity, you believe in making things in the United States of America. The idea that Elon is ever going to go back to being sort of in the middle, where Democrats and Republicans both like him, that's just not going to happen. He is perceived as being on the American right. And so if he doesn't like things the Republican Party is doing, my advice to Elon would be try to fix the Republican Party. Try to push it in your own way. Disagree with me all you want. Disagree with the President of the United States, but don't pretend that you can make a big difference with a third party. I think Elon would make a much bigger difference if he stayed loyal to President Trump's Republican Party. And if he had disagreements, express those disagreements from the inside as opposed to from the outside.
This guy, he's good. There's a lot of micro, like, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's good with the words, this Vance guy. There's a lot of little, hey, bro, stop being a dumbass.
He's good at using that mouth to make some not so offensive yet get the point across as smooth as possible gestures.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I think it'd be in everyone's best interest if you just kissed the Trump ring thingy. Come over here. Come on, bro. He's only in here for so long. We'll take over later.
You see how like the percentages for conservative votes happen every year? Yeah. So opening up a fourth one of those is not a good strategy. Just get people on the Republican side and work on the Republican side to hopefully adopt some of what you want it to be like.
That's definitely the tricky part about the whole thing, right? Because like the numbers where they, say basically like if you try to do anything outside the two parties, that'd be stupid, blah, blah, blah. The numbers would be split.
Yeah.
And that's why Trump ran Republican instead of like doing something different or some shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Then he went and wait, did we cover this last week?
Oh, thanks.
I think we did. Where he went and talked with these dudes? Oh, it was the 20th. I don't think we did.
So. Pretty sure we did.
I don't know if I got this one later, but so he went over to the what's it called? Something in DC, but there's a bunch of troops there. So him and the boys showed up and brought burgers to just do a little like meet and greet with the troops and show some appreciation. So it's pretty cool.
Actually, the most interesting thing, Laura, was after the cameras left, Pete and Steve and I stayed and, had lunch with these troops and just learned a lot about what they're seeing, about how much the city has changed in just the past 9 days. So crazy statistic. Violent crime has dropped in D.C. 35% in 9 days. Robberies in D.C. have dropped 55% in.
Okay, these were the numbers I was hoping to find. That's ridiculous, bro. And then, like many of us with like a functional brain, we're saying like, dude, guess what? You won't stop crime, crack down on crime. And they're like, no, there's no way we can fix any of this. Like the border. We need legislation to fix that. No.
Just put people out on the streets that don't like people doing not good shit.
Yeah.
And then boom, all of a sudden people are like, crap, there's like people around that don't want me to do that, so I probably shouldn't do that. Holy cow, it's crazy how that works.
You mean to tell me you get more cops and all of a sudden it's just like drop?
And in 9 days. Robberies in D.C. have dropped 55% in 9 days. And it highlights the fact that this living with lawlessness and disorder, that's fundamentally a question of political will. If you've got the political will to enforce the law, you can make even cities like D.C. safe again. And
that's a great way of putting it, bro. Like you want the crime if it's still there when you're like, that's the thing that we all get upset about constantly, right? Whenever all the, these politicians aren't doing shit, it's like, you have the levers, man. Like, pull the effing levers and do the dang thing. Like,
That's what we're demonstrating. And I hope that the American people take an important lesson from this, because obviously D.C. is a federal city, New York, L.A., these places are not. I hope the American people just recognize that you don't have to live with lawlessness. You don't have to live with third world murder rates. If you just take control of these cities, you can make them safe places to live in. So actually, the most interesting thing, Laura, was after the cameras left, Pete and Steve and I stayed and, had lunch with these troops and just learned a lot about what they're seeing, about how much the city has changed in just the past 9 days. So crazy statistic, violent crime has dropped in D.C. 35% in 9 days. Robberies in D.C. have dropped 50.
Okay, yeah, we're back around now. So pretty awesome, dude. And then I forget, was the first one he said murders? What was the first one?
City has changed in just the past 9 days. So crazy statistic, violent crime has dropped in D.C. 35%.
Yeah, violent crime. But like murders was like 70-something% or some shit. It's like
wild. I just can't believe how
9
many
days.
people are out there just dusting people, just like thinking that's how they're gonna get through their next day, like making somebody not exist.
right.
That way your life can continue to exist. Like,
Yeah, no joke.
Worried about the wrong things.
Bro, I drive by people on the street with the signs at the corner, dog. And I yesterday I drove by one and I go, in my head, I'm like, I literally, like, the way I was raised or happened to become as a human, I do not have like the internal wherewithal to stand on a street and waste time like hoping someone's gonna give me some dollars to make the day. Like, that's bonkers to me. Like, I just couldn't do it. I'd be like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is the dumbest thing ever. I'm like the lowest low, and then this is also not guaranteed to make the money. Like, I need a better strategy here. Like,
yeah. For certain people, if they either know how to do it or they're just at the right place, I don't know if it's a combo or either one of the two. Dude was talking about how he made $65 an hour or something like that doing it.
right.
Like,
You do make
geez,
good
all
money,
right.
I hear. Yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe not always. That's the one he bragged
I'm
about,
sure
right?
definitely not everywhere you go. You can do that.
Well, or like every day or something. Right?
Yeah.
And then it makes more sense if you're like playing a tune or offering some sort of a street entertainment. But the ones just standing there, bro, with a sign, I don't know why, bro. I work too hard. It's got to be. It drives me bonkers. So every time I drive by them, I yell job.
Yeah.
I don't get long winded. I just like bark out the window, job. Yeah, that's it, So like one of them will like sink in or something.
Yeah.
Like, dang, he's right. And then he changes all of his ways,
Man, I'm just gonna have to work, I guess. Like, people are supposed to.
Right.
Oh, all right. I guess I will now.
The
Since he
one word
was the
sale, bro.
He was the 15th person to tell me that.
I'm like, one of them's gonna be straw on the camel's back, bro.
Yeah. Like, gosh, I guess. Yep. Now I don't have a choice. Gotta go to work.
Like that don't break the ice game when we were growing up. I'm just running around dropping marbles, seeing if one of them goes through, bro. Like,
oh man, that was a great game.
yeah, don't break the ice. That's a good one. And then Kerplunk, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
You remember Kerplunk? It had the like little bendy, stick-like things, and you had to stick them all into the tube, and then you had to drop all the marbles in, and then you had to take turns pulling out the string, and then the marbles would still fall through. That was a good one.
No, I don't remember that one. I thought I knew what it was, but nope. Something else.
I said, they finally realized the charges were fabricated against Trump, but instead Letitia actually committed the crime.
Yep.
Let's see what the hell this was about.
I think this is about how.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. Trump's case got finally thrown out at the
In appeals court.
Yeah.
Dude. So the case isn't done. I think there's like more appeals, but this like the case is still being appealed, but then like all of the charges and everything got thrown out. So it's like all but overdone. But yeah, officially, everybody, including the appellate court, agrees no one was harmed by Mr. Trump. And Letitia James can kick rocks, bro, because
she was doing exactly what she was trying to charge Trump for.
And Shifty Schiff might be going down for mortgage fraud too.
Yep.
They did the whole like fake primary residence thing or something, man. Like,
Yeah, they ain't gonna see no time in prison or jail, but it'll be good to get a little of their stash.
Yeah.
Get a fat fine on there.
That's a big old win, dog. Friggin' all them things fell apart.
Almost $500 million, dude.
Bro, and like, well, yeah, because it was like 600, I
Yeah, it
think, and
was
then they got it down to like,
500,
yeah. Then they like got it down, and then they got it down. But this
Dude,
was the
his
one, bro.
His bail was $175 million.
Right.
And so he's gonna be getting that back.
And he gets all that money back too. Yeah. Yep.
What a day, dude.
Bro.
What are you doing when you get an extra $175 million?
Buy Bitcoin.
Yeah,
That's what I do. This is not a financial advice channel. I do not have any intelligence nor certifications or financial advice. So I don't tell you what to do. But what I do, I would buy more Bitcoin.
I would first go get a great Belgian waffle somewhere.
You should. Good call.
And then I would buy
During the waffle
a little
eating, I would knock out the purchase.
I would get a little bit more in there.
I'd be
for
like
sure.
a little bit of syrup. One more purchase.
a little more, like 1 point. Jesus.
That was not planned. Wonder how that happened. That's been sitting there for like weeks.
Gravity. Hillary.
It's the crickets.
Dude, those crickets, they're just mischievous, causing all sorts of crap up in here. That's going to be a mess. Oh,
Yeah, it sounds like a problem for tomorrow,
hopefully
Scott.
there was probably a couple spiders harmed back there.
Yeah.
They just had some Final Destination crap.
Spiders in the
happen to
corners
them.
knocked out. Yeah, as soon as we start making money on the channel, I'm going to hire a cleaner, and then they'll just come and clean all my corners because I'm sick of all the cobwebs and shit.
Yeah, you can never get rid of it fully.
Yeah. Well, you
The
can't, but it
cycle
costs
of-
money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that and better door seals.
It's going to be expensive now because if I'm a Democrat, I'd be thinking, there's no illegal immigrants to do cheap cleaning work for me. Oh, Mayday.
Ever since Trump got everyone deported, I have to clean my own toilet now. There's nobody to, maid my house.
Oh, well, Wilkinsane showed up here in the chat. She's got a good one. She likes going to the panhandlers at the corner and holding up a sign to them that says, I'm broke too. A great strategy. I do agree. That's a pretty good one. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I can't imagine what the person's thinking.
Yep. And then
Reading
I've
it.
heard that one about panhandlers making $60K a year as well, which used to be a good salary, but now you're just kind of getting by. So hopefully they're up to the new, I believe the new, alleged number that's like what you need to get by, like get a house and barely like afford the thingies that are normal or whatever, is like $90K, bro. It's like $94K.
Yeah. I've heard it's a lot more than that.
Even more just to like base living or something?
Yeah.
Yowza. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
100 plus K is ridiculous.
Like
That's
to live,
insane,
to
right?
be at the same level as it was when things were good decades
Sure.
ago.
It's like 100 something K plus.
I'm pretty sure it was like 300.
No, that's off. No, I think you remember that wrong. That's bonk.
Dude. I mean, a lot of people with a lot of
Holy
money
baloney.
say people making 100K are middle poor. Yeah, you're middle class, but you're poor middle class. Like
That's probably the
six
real number.
figures, dang.
Yeah.
All
I'm talking
right.
about just like getting by, bro.
Which is how you know.
But feeling good, yeah. 300K.
How
sure.
you know we've been in a recession because you ever go on like Snapchat into their like short reels bit, and there's a lot of people that do the live street interviews, and they'll like ask women like, what do you need in a man? And they like go over the criteria, and it's always generally like 6 figures.
Right.
And it's like
the whatever podcast.
Well, I mean,
That was
yeah,
painful.
they do it on that one a
That was
lot.
painful.
Yeah.
Those clips, bro.
Oh, these
I
couple.
guess he's going to be making like 2 million. Like, huh? I don't think what you got down there is that good, dog. Like, hold on, man. Like, you're on this show. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, all these girls are acting like they want like top class, but they don't even understand that's just middle poor.
Yeah, right.
They actually just still in the middle class.
Man, wait,
Acting like
what's
you high class. You
what's
just
ba-
don't even understand what high class is.
what's Baby Billy Bible bonkers? Where'd that come up from, man? That shit's hilarious. That cracks
That
me up.
sounds like some South Park type.
That's
crap.
Walter Goggins' character in The Righteous Gemstones is a Southern Baptist snake oil like religion salesman, you know. And so he makes a show called Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers, and it's hilarious. But I don't know how that came up, Wilkinson. Mr. Niltamir, welcome to the live chat. What does drive Scott bonkers? It's the dirty Democrats. Oh, dang it. You know what does not drive me bonkers? All these things that were gigantic in the news, and all the TDSers were like, all that shit's gone. You don't hear nobody talking about that, bro. And then what's even funnier is like the dude won the election, and it was just like none of the stuff mattered anymore. And as we slowly have to like methodically, litigiously, you know, go through and decouple all of these things they did, it doesn't even matter because like everybody just was like, no, that matters. So it's like not even. That's like MAGA doesn't even drive a headline like, bro, we got rid of that crazy case that none of us believed in. Like, it's just like, oh, cool, that happened. You find anything useful yet? Like,
yeah, good. On to the next one.
Yeah, dude.
Have we drained the swamp yet? Like, that's pretty
Dude.
much the only thing people are worried about.
Bro.
Is the swamp drained yet?
in great segue here, because part of the swamp draining may have begun, my brother.
Ooh.
The John John
the AI
Brennan.
faces of everybody.
Yeah, he's the walrus guy. Is it John Brennan or John Bolton? I'm confused. I keep
don't
screwing
know.
all these names up.
When
There's a
you
John
said
Brennan. There's a
Bolton,
John
I was
Bolton.
thinking of Michael Bolton at first.
Oh God, we rewatched Office Space, bro. You remember that movie? Bro, you gotta go watch that movie.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Dude's name was Michael Bolton, so everybody goes like, Michael Bolton? Are you? No, it's just a name. Give me the paper.
Oh, Michael Bolton with The Lonely Island. What a great collab
No, it's
that
definitely
was.
John Bolton. I do now know why I thought said John Brennan here. I think John Brennan is the guy that did an Epstein interview, but then never released it. And people have been like, hey, dog, where that interview at? And then like, why were you doing it? In like magic, it be updated. But yeah, let's check out what Mr. Benny Johnson, who you should definitely be following on YouTube so he can get up to that round 6 million subscribers number. Let's hear his quick cap on this one here.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. We will never forget the early morning deep state raids of President Trump and his allies. Roger Stone comes to mind. He's a friend of the program. Roger Stone was raided at 4 a.m. CNN knew exactly the time and place that the FBI would be raiding Roger Stone's house. They had a live shot set up outside. That's how corrupt the entire thing was. They raided Mar-a-Lago live. We all watched this happen. They raided Mar-a-Lago with a kill order. That's where President Trump, Melania, and Barron Trump live. Again, they had a use of deadly force order. So these people are not effing around. And many were wondering, when would turnabout be fair play? When would President Trump start his...
Okay, so this is what I mean by I'm way too much into this and I don't like talking because he has to fill 10 minutes for the YouTube algorithm. So he bears the lead lately.
that the president has taken aim at? Once privy to some of the most classified information in the world, Trump's director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, stripped him of his security clearances. So he's not allowed to have...
If you need a reminder on Bolton, right? He's been in the system for a while, deep state kind of, and then he was under Trump, and then he came out with this book, and allegedly Trump was already suing the guy for possibly committing like accidental treason, or like, what do you call it when you leak like classified information, right? What were they trying to get people for? Like, get Trump, and then like we were trying to turn around on Biden or whatever. But he made this book and exposed a whole bunch of shit that Trump didn't like.
Top secret information anymore. Does he have it? Isn't that wild? But this is why they raided Mar-a-Lago. They raided Mar-a-Lago for this exact reason, because President Trump has top secret information. Well, John Bolton was never freaking president. Donald Trump was president of the United States. So Donald Trump has the right to have top secret Donald Trump's clearance wasn't revoked.
And so they raided his crib and his workplace or something like that, man, like the office or something like that. So like, this is what we all wanted, man. This is what a lot of people voted for was, hey, I want to see deep state people get arrested, bro, that did naughty things. If they didn't do naughty things, then cool, man. We're all good. No arrest needed.
Yeah. It's just draining the swamp. That's all it is. We just looking for that swamp get drained one algae pool at a time. Algae ball.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would imagine Mr. Niltamir in the live chat said Walrus Man has major TDS. I would imagine.
Walrus Man.
Everybody would be like memeing the heck out of this guy, bro. But this is fantastic news, man. We don't have much to follow up with it yet. It's just kind of like the it happened, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. God bless. This is exactly what we all wanted. Some kind of a movement on getting people arrested in the parts of the deep state. So I said, you know, like, is this the beginning of the avalanche or the tsunamis of, you know, hey, going after people and getting them arrested or something like that, you know? One could only hope.
One could only.
This one comes in from a frequent viewer of the show, good hanger-outer in the live chat, from Miss Wilkinson herself. This is one of those painful things, man. So, did you know?
It burns my eyeballs.
Wait, go back.
That the city of Chicago doesn't even own the meters in the city?
Wait, are you kidding me?
So in 2008.
Wait, is this real?
Yes.
100% real. That's why I didn't tell you in the
This seems
chat.
flawed. Why would they do that?
That's what I said. Just like the iPass highway toll system thingy in Illinois, like we're not getting money from it or something. So listen to this ish, bro.
In 2008, former Chicago Mayor Richard Daley privatized the parking meters. And so the city leased the meters to a company known as Chicago Parking Meters LLC, based in UAE, United Arab Emirates, for $1.1 billion because the city needed the cash. Since then, the meters have generated over $2 billion.
They really traded parking for cash considerations.
So this is the yes. So Robbie, this is
What
the
a
worst
dumb
part.
deal.
That
Are
lease,
they the Bulls?
That lease was for 75 years. There is still 58 years on that deal, and UAE, the Chicago Parking Meters LLC, has already gotten their money back and an extra $1 billion.
How is this not like talked about as one of the worst trades of all time?
Oh, it is one of the worst trades of all time.
Like if we talk about Luka, like that's one of the worst trades I've ever seen.
Robbie, do you know that the city of Chicago doesn't even...
Yeah, one of the worst trades ever.
Ow. What the heck, dude?
That's brain dead, bro.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, and then you're like, gee, I wonder why they don't get more money. Like, I wonder why they have a money problem.
Illinois. Oh,
that's the one too where, like, you know, you don't want government federal oversight or something like that, but you need somebody to be like, hey, Mr. Handicap, we're not going to allow you to do that. By the way, guy that he made a deal with, super duper sorry, just going to cut that deal. Never happened. I'm really sorry. Here's some money or something. Like, here's my bus, like, cancellation contract fee. Okay, come back over here, Chicago. So we're revoking your thinking rights, and you don't get to do shit no more, buddy. You got to run it through us. Like, insanity, bro. That's absolute insanity.
Life is a wild thing.
It's not even 20 years in, and they've made an extra $1 billion already. Like,
yeah. Man, what a props to them.
Yeah, them Saudis are smart, bro.
That's a great deal they made right there.
Yeah, United Emirates. That's the Saudis, right?
Yeah. I think they're wrapped in with it.
Right. Yeah. So the Arabs over there, man. Smart move on their part. But then also that's crazy too, because like, bro, why are we selling shit off to foreign folk like that, dog? Like you can invest in the in the thing. We can make some kind of a deal where you don't like own infrastructure of the place, but like that's another one where it's like I don't like red tape or super duper federal rules of things, but oh man, like you can't sell out infrastructure to foreign entities, man.
Yeah, no. Not
Who owns
a very American thing to do.
who owns the highway system now? Because I heard it was Wisconsin, and then somebody told me it was.
What, like the iPass system?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the Chinese or the UAE as well.
Yeah, right. That's what somebody told me. It probably was you then. Because last I heard, it was like Wisconsin owned it or something. Administration. Okay. We're gonna go to Gracket here. We're gonna go to Gracket. See if we can zoom in so you can maybe kind of read it if you got it big up on the TV there. Eh? Money collected from the iPass goes to the ISA. What's an ISA? ISA is regarding claims about foreign ownership, such as the Chicago Skyway being sold to the Chinese entities. As mentioned in some online discussions, these are inaccurate. Who owns the Chicago parking meter? So is this like Grok giving us mainstream misinformation? Which one's true, TikTok?
I don't know.
Which one's true? Which one you going to try and ban me for this time? Chicago parking meters are owned by and operated by Chicago Parking Meters, LLC. And there's the Abu Dhabi. So that's another tricky one, right? You make 4 different companies. Wait,
Yeah,
how do you have a 25, a 25, a 50, and a 25 stake, bro? There's a lot of... Your math's not mathing, bro.
What you mean?
That's more than 100% stake.
But I mean, it's all different companies. So
I know, but like all those companies equal up to over 100% stake in the company. So those numbers have to be off, right? Because if they've got 25% of the company, they've got 25, and they've got 25. There's only 25% of the company left, but this guy's got 50. That ain't mathing right. Okay, so who owns the toll system? Tell me the truth. No Grok mainstream bullshit. Bill says it's just chatter. Skyway is leased to a consortium led by Sintra, is Spanish, and Macquarie, which is Australian, not Chinese. So it's all just like, you know, myths and rumors we all tell each other here in Illinois, allegedly.
maybe we finally got it back, but maybe you gotta ask Grok who gets the money from the iPass.
That was my first question.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
Who actually gets the money? So that's interesting. Do you know any information about the United States toll system and the alleged conspiracy theory? Make sure to send that over our way. Show me's the money. Right, bro? Right, Nil Tamir?
right in the kiss.
Donald Trump proved that it is possible to end black on black crime. Wait, by the way, I'm not saying this.
Oh.
This is quoted by this black man. So let's just let him tell us.
Donald Trump proved that it's possible to end black on black crime. He proved that, right? In D.C., his troops, no murders for the entire weekend. That is insane. And to think that the
That's effed up. That it's insane that no one got murdered.
That's
for a
what I was
weekend,
about
right?
to be talking about too. Like his frame of mind is just insane. There was like, man, like, I mean, maybe
Nobody got
maybe
murdered
he
this
was.
Holy.
Yeah, maybe he could have just used some different words, but either way, like that just shows that murders are super like a daily occurrence there.
Like JD said, normalizing crime, blah blah blah. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's 100% what they've been trying to do. Right?
Yep. Yeah, we
left
don't
would
need that.
protest against that. To think that the left would say, oh my God, it is a bad thing that black people are now stop killing each other. And the reason why that is a bad thing for them is because that is a core of liberalism, right? That is part of what makes them victims. So if you take away each sort of victim mentality peg or pillar, that's one less person that's going to have a victim mentality. So that's one less person that'll be a leftist. That'll be a woke libtard, right? So they are freaking out. But fuck them. What's crazy is the fact that he could actually fix that. And with police, who would have thought? That's why I always say every hood should have one prison in it.
That's a good idea.
Every hood have one prison.
How about you come down?
Instead of a corner store, it's going to be the corner prison.
Yeah. Front end, buy your goods. Back end, that's where you're going to sit for a while when you do bad shit.
Back
The corner store be like, hell yeah, you install it right here.
I know how.
Pick mine.
I know how I can make guaranteed sales. They can't even leave my store. I want to get into business. Yes.
So that too, I guess. I was just thinking like, my place will actually be safe. Fantastic. Put in the prison. Can we put in 3 prisons? How does this work? I do not know.
No, I see.
So they will not
see that
steal my
as-
shit. This is great.
Just wild that the norm is what is the ideal, or no, the norm is the total opposite.
Like chaos and
yeah.
destruction or something, right? Like absolutely bonkers, bro. Like that man literally said, there were no murders this weekend. That's crazy. Like, God bless, man. That's nuts, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm a little desensitized of it just because of Chicago and Rockford.
Yeah, right. I'm desensitized to it because I never see anything. So I think everything's cherries and sunshines and rainbows. I just stay hard on the east side and keep working my ass off. So I just don't go nowhere. And I'm like, damn, it's like that out there?
Yeah, dude. Oh, it was weird, man, going to Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
The Walmarts, the deodorant isn't locked up. The socks aren't locked up. The underwear isn't locked up. Diapers, formula, nothing's the jewelry, nothing's locked up. They have like bed displays, bro.
Bro, that's another one. Why is it weird
I feel
that
like
things
I was
aren't
at
locked
J.C.
up?
Penney.
Right.
Like there's this whole bed on display. It was like, yeah, you don't see that at any Rockford Walmarts. Like, holy cow. It was, you could tell it was so much safer, yet at the same time, there was like, everybody said there was nothing to do. Basically, it's just bars.
Yeah.
Food and bars. Oh, they had an axe throwing, they had an axe throwing place.
Oh, yeah.
It got shut down a year ago because somebody got shot.
Wait. They didn't use the axe?
Nope, didn't even use the axe.
Dang.
Oh, maybe
What
the
a
guy
missed
tried
opportunity.
using the axe, and maybe
And
the guy
then-
said, nah.
Yeah.
Who knows? I
Yeah.
don't know that many details of the story other than somebody got shot and then they got shut down. It's like, man, the one interesting thing, the most spicy thing somebody had to tell us for something to do. It was Saturday night, and she was like, "Oh, the bar like right up over here. It's they do karaoke. They do karaoke nights on tonight. Yeah." And then like on her phone was looking at it. It's like, oh, it was actually last night. So yeah,
Dang it, Janice.
there's nothing to do around here. It's like, man, like, dude, everybody we asked, they said
Man, that's
there's
one of the
like
small
nothing to
towns.
do. They all just were in agreement, and they weren't around each other. This is all different occurrences, different places, like within a 30-minute radius. What is there to do around here? You're looking at it, and it was when we were at a restaurant or a bar already. It was like, well, cool beans. Wow, y'all are really living it up out here.
That's where I'm always shocked that somebody with money that has like an already like proven strategy, business, franchise style doesn't go around to all these tiny towns and be like, all right, cool, like you run this. But I guess there's just not enough people to fund it.
They do it with gas stations. That's what it is.
And
they have a Snappy's gas station out there. A Snappy's. And what was the other? I can't remember now, but they all got these little brands that you'd never even hear unless you're on that.
Or a car wash, I guess those are popping up everywhere.
Oh,
everybody figured out that's a new way to make good money.
Oh yeah.
And then they're all creeping the price up like astronomically, and I'm like, nah, dude, I don't need like that whole list of things. Okay, I watched the seminar on how to sell people shit. Okay, I just need the wash, dog. That's it, bro.
People are washing their cars like they're washing their clothes nowadays.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's nice to have it as clean as possible, right? But
the TV marketing people finally got
it's a little extra, a little silly.
That's
mostly like just environmental wise, paint me the hippie. Looking out for the environment.
Oh, man, Neil Tamir's got a day story today, man. So he said he went and visited the DMV today. He was sitting there listening to anti-Trumpers. Guy says, I am so honored to work with a Swedish-owned company now. Wonder what would happen in the escape room. Yeah, dude, I don't go nowhere, man. So listening to anti-Trumpers would be painful to me. Usually if we are somewhere and that comes up, my girl's like, hey, come on, we got to go. And I'm like, wait, I was listening to, she's like, no, we got to go. I'm like, why are you acting like I'm about to bust out in a Trump speech or something? There's a blip on the radar right now.
There's a disturbance in the force.
I got a blip on the radar. Well, seems like I got one. Somebody that needs to hear a Trump speech.
Got a bogey over here.
She's like, I gotta get going. Come on.
Yeah, I definitely could see her smelling that and be like, all right, no, we're not doing this. Come on.
Peacekeeper, man.
She's like, for you, it's just like,
she's like
a kid, but bigger. Like, oh, hey, a piece of candy. Hey, you want a piece of candy? Like, just come to the car over here.
She's like, dude,
come on, Charlie.
Bro, I'll be arguing with the AI just to argue, and she's like, stop talking to that. Stop talking to that. Oh my God, you love arguing so much. I'm like, yeah, and it can't be like complaining at me and stop being my friend. It's great. Got rid of all my other friends that way. I didn't know.
Yeah, you can argue people away for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I think you're one of the only people I end up not in deep argument with, so you still come around.
Every once in a while, it's not like we haven't. We definitely have had our long.
They were like mostly entertaining or something like.
They were in depth arguments.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, look at us. We're still here. Even though I could see why or when.
That's why I
can understand why those people are where those people are now. Yet I'm tougher than those people. So here I am.
Oh, you're like more similarly stupid as I am. So you're like, it was a good argument.
That's probably more accurate.
Yeah. I think secretly you like arguing too. That's what it is.
I mean, oh no, that's not a secret.
Okay.
Yeah, I love to try to be the diffuser of somebody's idea,
or the devil's advocate or something, right? Like, you don't even believe it, but you'll play that just to argue.
Just to find the wait, no, I can find it. Watch me find a flaw. Right, I'll tell you how things aren't perfect here. Which is just silly.
That's where I gotta open it. I gotta open it up, and we do like debates on this podcast show, or make a separate one, or I do it on TikTok to like drum up follows or something, bro. I'm missing my calling, bro. sit there and just argue with
Dude,
people. But I gotta
growing up.
filter it. I don't want full idiots like the troll. Like that would be like a waste of my time. I want like something somewhat productive.
He's
like,
not a full blown idiot. He's a few steps above.
well, I think he's playing the game a little too, and he's just saying crap to rile us up or something.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
What do you face palming, Nil Tamir? Did I not understand your thing? What would happen in an escape room? So this one's a little banger here. I don't know if this is fresh, but we got Mr. Mike Benz, the good old Mike Benz. Go and follow him on the X. But we got a little clip from him on the Joe Rogan show, I believe, and it's just a good reminder of Mr. Obama. You know, I love reminding people of Mr. Obama. Which, by the way, Benny Johnson did a
2013 Smith-Moons Act. He rectified it, which meant we could have propaganda.
That's Dan's favorite fact about Ding Dong.
There's
Obama.
one. Yeah, we haven't had to slip that one in there really quick. We haven't talked about it in a while.
Yeah, and then we should go to the Benny on the Block episode after this.
Benny on the block.
It's the Benny John.
Yo, this is my block. Boy, get off. This is Benny Block.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about the Cracker Barrel bullshit?
It'd be way too funny trying to see Benny Johnson act hood. It would be entertaining.
That would be entertaining.
Yeah, I heard about Cracker Barrel, though. Yeah, it's a shame.
And then they got the freaking Bud Light treatment, dog. Do you know how much money they lost? And it was like not up to right now. It's like a couple days after, bro.
Yeah, they've been falling.
Homie, did you hear the number? It's unreal. Or no. It was Roblox. The Roblox thing blew up and they lost $12 billion.
Damn.
That's stupid. I don't know
what did they do?
Remember
Well,
it was Schlepp, the kid that was a 16-year-old and he was to catch a predator, these predators. And then he blew the story up because they banned him and sent him a cease and desist and said, actually, we're banning you because you're acting like the predators and falsely talking like a child.
Yeah.
So they called a kid who was groomed at 14 and attempted to unalive himself. They called him like a groomer. Like, that's appalling. And then so he made the story. It got big.
On his mental.
Bro, everybody covered it, bro. I seen it on Asmongold. He's covered a couple of them, dude. Like, it's blowing up, dog. DOJ is suing Roblox, and everybody else jumping on suing Roblox, dog. They're donezo.
Damn, Roblox.
Donezo.
The night before, they were like aces. The one guy, they were just partying, living it up. And then
they thought they had it in the bag.
Next day, they wake up, they're like, "How? No! How? God, no! Please, no!" Like,
what do we do?
Cue the meme.
Just ban them. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're totally fine. I'm going to sleep fine tonight. We got the whole thing figured out. We're just going to ban the kid. Problem solved.
Yeah.
They wake up to that video,
be another
bro.
star. We'll be fine.
Yeah, and then all the other stars dropped off, bro. All their number one YouTubers just quit the Roblox YouTube program thingy. Like the YouTube or Roblox creator program.
Yeah.
And then made videos and said, yeah, so I had to quit the program because, like, yo, did you see Schlepp's video, dude? Like, and it's like, yo.
Yep. And that's why investing into stocks is never you can't ever for sure know where it's going like all the time.
Hey man, I'm not
because
like,
there's real life just random things that happen. You could have it could have the perfect pattern in its tracker for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden something weird happens in the world, and like
isn't that wild?
One of the main owners like Enzo, getting out of the picture, and then all of a sudden things just crash and burn, or they dip and fly right back up way over the top. You just never know.
Yeah. Now back to the Cracker Barrel. I wonder when this all came out, right? Like, I'm no financial advisor here, but I'm guessing the news came out on the 20th. And then they went from $58 to $50. And then they did recover about half of the valuation, which is interesting. So,
but definitely dipped.
So half of these people were just traders, is what this tells me.
Right, yeah.
So half of the people sold because everybody else was, and they were like, quick, get out, dog. And And then they were like, bet, now buy it back. We'll just hang out and see what's good. But they did come out with a response, and I didn't verify the woman said it, but I saw a caption that said, the CEO of Cracker Barrel did say that MAGA does not need to eat there.
Yeah, the new owner or CEO, whatever, not owner, but the
CEO
person,
lady,
the
yeah.
person running
The face
the
right now,
company
yeah.
is a little woke.
Oh, yeah. She got the big, thick old glasses. She, guess what? Old white lady.
Colored hair, I'm pretty sure, maybe.
Like all women have colored hair, but not weird colored. It's just blonde, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I misunderstood. DJ and Andy were talking about
Yeah,
it.
but no, not weird colored. But she
I thought he
looks
said
like you're
she
like
was a blue-haired one of the regulars.
you'd be like, I need to tiptoe around this lady. She might be looking to like man hate on me for some reason or
She
something.
looks a little up to something, a little sus.
Yep. And then their marketing company blows, dog. I can't believe they did it because they made it all sterile. It's like all white now and not like brown rustic country. And then they took all the Snicker snack, and instead of it being like more random, they like put it on a square and all in a line. So it's like super sterile now, dude. It's like, yeah, that's not how Uncle Rick's home looks, bro. Like this don't give me that country vibe.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It definitely could be worse. Not the worst update to how they run the things. But
It was bad enough to cause all this hullabaloo. And then they got rid of the old white man in the barrel on the logo. Everyone's lost their mind about that.
that's the main thing, I think, right there.
47 years that logo ain't changed. And then they just took out the man in the barrel. It's like, y'all were lazy. And all it does is say Cracker Barrel, dog. They didn't even come up with no like replacement symbology or something. Like, yeah, dude, them marketers are terrible people. Or they tried their best and somebody else pushed them. I don't know. But something was ridiculous about that. So back to Mr. Obama here, man. And let's hear what Mr. Mike Ben's got to say.
During the Obama USAID era. Now, we were running a number of rogue USAID operations in Cuba at the time. By the way, I have to say for the record, I'm no fan of the Cuban government. I'm not even weighing in on whether it's the right or wrong thing to do, in terms of regime change there or, liberating people there from autocratic excess by that government. I'm simply showing the American people where your tax dollars are going and how these things are structured in order to systematically fool you and to fool Congress and to fool the White House. So, for example, this is, and I'll show a couple other things in a second here. But this is Zunzaneo. So if you just scroll for a second, we'll start with this, right? So it was an online social media. Just scroll up 1 second. We'll start at the top here. It was an online social networking microblogging service created by USAID and marketed to Cuban users. This was a Twitter knockoff. See, the background of this is
that's crazy. Why is USAID making a social media thing and then putting it up in Cuba, bro? Like, that's crazy.
Seems real psyopy to me.
This is 2009, 2014, that period. The State Department and USAID were gangbusters gung-ho on the promise of Arab Spring-style social media revolutions to topple other governments. The Arab Spring was a Facebook revolution and a Twitter revolution. USAID pumped $1.2 billion in, and we sponsored these activist groups and these civil society organizations to learn how to use Facebook, learn how to use Twitter, learn how to use hashtags, learn how to coordinate street protests so that everyone knows where to go, what street to show up on, what kind of...
Almost like that was the practicing department for what has been kind of nudged here in the States recently.
Right. Good point.
Slogans
Good point.
to use in order to create the pro-democracy predicate for it. But the problem was at the time Cuba did not allow U.S. social media in. So they said, so they're not allowing Twitter in. How can we get a Twitter there, but without calling it Twitter, without making it look like it's coming from the U.S.? So what they did is they took the exact same thing as Twitter, same user interface.
It's not Twitter, Cuba.
Same like and retweet button. Zunzaneo is the Cuban slang word for hummingbird. So it means it's bird. It was the Twitter bird, the whole thing. But the whole trick about it was you have to make it look like it's coming from the Cubans if you're going to do this operation. So what you'll see is
it began running. So this is 2010. This is right, during the Arab Spring. And what you'll see is they took funds, millions of dollars of funds that were concealed as humanitarian funds designated for Pakistan.
And when he says funds, he means our taxpayer dollars.
Now, I don't know if Joe or the audience, if you've looked at a map lately, but Pakistan is not exactly the next door neighbor of Cuba. Right? So, and this is the Wikipedia whitewashing, and we can get into the deeper.
So, yeah, sorry, if you didn't catch that one, they were taking our tax dollars that were supposed to go to Pakistan and help them, and that's what they started using to build this, like, PSYOP machine. So it's like just lies on top of lies, and stealing our money and using it for PSYOPs in Cuba. Crazy sauce.
Layers of this, but
that's the headline. If you want to watch the rest of this, man, I posted it on my X. Follow me in the mustache. Or just follow the Mr. Real Robert. He's a pretty good one, man. We've been coming up on the show a lot lately. But check that out, man. And then over here to the Benny on the block. It's fun when you go visit DC and you go and check out how is the Barack Obama Presidential Library building going. And then he interviews some other people on the street to see what their thoughts and opinions on Mr. Barack Obama are.
This is another video I took of a different angle.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
This does look like absolute garbage. I mean, it really does. Like the library itself is hideous, but also the location around it is exactly what you'd expect. The location around it is just filthy, actually. There was graffiti and garbage and trash just absolutely everywhere. These are not nice neighborhoods. It's not a nice place to be.
Love about the Obama Presidential Library. Not only does it look like a jail or a giant trash can, but it
doesn't surprise me that this is the murder rate. This is like the murder capital of Chicago because it's such a garbage neighborhood. You do not bring your kids here, but here's what I
also in just the classiest neighborhood where you have random abandoned boats that are in such poor disrepair that there are literal plants growing inside of them. Look, it's green like Obama's presidency. There's a bunch of 40s and a bunch of plants here inside of this wonderful boat that will hopefully be part of the Hopefully this will be part of the exhibits at the Obama Library. As you can see right here, right in the shadow of it, a perfect representation of the Obama architecture.
Garbage can, baby, just a little.
What do you think it looks like?
I don't know. It kind of like a rock or something.
What do you think it looks like?
Like a jail, kind of.
Like a jail?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little offensive to have the first black president to have a jail.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Come on. Could they have tried?
A little better, right?
Yeah, what does it look like to you?
It looks like a giant block of marble to me.
Like a giant, yep.
Like someone just took like a statue, was like, I'm just gonna chisel these pieces off real quick, and I'm gonna stick it right there.
Some lady just called it a jail.
No, it's just a giant great TARDIS, that's all.
TARDIS dancing.
What do you think this looks like? What do you think it looks like?
It looks like a mountain.
Like a mountain? What do you think it looks like?
It looks like a house.
Looks like an ATC tower.
An ATC tower? What does it look like to you?
Looks like a big mausoleum.
A big mausoleum?
Yeah. This is great. There's plenty of streets in Chicago we route to, so just take it in and suck it up.
Take it in and suck it up.
Yes.
That's right. That's what Barack said to Michelle. I know. What Michelle said to Barack.
I'm going to give every single American $1 million. And then we going to have a big-ass party with all us millionaires.
What do you think of Obama's presidential library? Look at that thing.
I think it should be dedicated. I believe that it should be dedicated to all the presidents of the United States. Because it wasn't like he was a great president. And it's basically ruined all the traffic down this way for 2 years.
What's your message to Barack Obama?
I wish he would have set a better example. You know, the first black president, where he was terrible at his job. really separating everyone is everything back.
It's like a giant prison.
Looks like a giant prison.
On the lakefront, a prison on the lakefront.
That's great. What a fitting tribute to our first black president.
Absolutely.
That last dude's was my favorite, bro. It looked like the most like real, just like raw response, man. He was just like, yeah, dude, like he wasn't good. Like this is not good. And ruin the traffic. Like
Yeah. Not only were things not good, he screwed up the traffic right and then have to sit in traffic.
you know.
Thoughts simmering.
And then like apparently, man, Chicago voting Trump, and that's how he got in this last time.
Well, nap time is officially over at the Johnson vacation house. Very glad the last day officially.
Brutalist architect.
Yeah, it is 100%. 100%. It's simplistic and brutal.
So you're from the Soviet Union.
Officially over at.
We left.
Oh,
to get away
this
from
guy
stuff
said
like
he's
that.
from the Soviet Union, and he left the Soviet Union to escape architecture that looks like that.
Oh boy.
That's a zing, right? Oh, jeez. That's a good one, man. If you want to watch the rest of that, definitely pull up Mr. Benny Johnson's channel on the YouTube. He's got that good AOC expose, and then the lady from Texas that everybody can't stand no more, Jasmine Crockett. He's got that expose on her.
Man,
where, you know, she came from not the hood.
She's from Texas.
Which, by the way, the Texas redistricting, I do believe, is officially 100% gone through, and she no longer has a district, so she will likely be primary. Means she go bye-bye. Unless she, like, weasels into some other one or something. But
no, bye-bye, Jasmine. It was nice knowing you.
And then other honorable mentions. There's talk of Trump saying that he's going to bring 100 new Republican seats because he's going to get all the red states to redistrict. Like boom, boom, bang.
Me.
The liberal media is just freaking out and squawking about that one. Like,
they're not bored right now. They're able to just they're out there just, oh God, everybody, oh, there's so much to fear.
And then
fear, monger.
And then the next mention that it was like not too much of it yet, but like, hey, hopefully we'll have more news on it, is he said he's going to be sending out the National Guard to like 19 cities in the United States. And Chicago is going to be one of his targets. He's going to try and fix Cook County. So we can only hope that he comes and tries to fix Chicago like he fixed DC.
Yeah. I mean, either that or get Chicago to do it on their own. They have the ability.
But we all know the only way you get people to do stuff is they either hit rock bottom or get a gun pointed to the head.
Yeah. I guess it'd be a lot easier for the National Guard to show up and then
you guys gonna do your job?
Get Chicago under control.
Well,
that'd be wild, honestly, bro. I feel like somebody's gonna accidentally let a shot off just on accident, or just forgetting that the National Guard is going to be around, and then what if that starts a war? You know,
that would be the one that started.
The shot that went off that started the shot that was heard round the world, as they said about that one old one.
I heard in DC that the crime dropped so much because when the National Guard showed up, then the police all said, "Oh, thank God, I can just do my job now," and the higher ups won't like block me and stop me and tell me to like, yeah, no, like downplay that. And then so they dropped the crime like 50%, 70%, 30%, you know, different stats that JD was putting out, right? TV goes around and says, yeah, no, Trump didn't stop nothing. The crime was already going down recently. Well, do you remember what we covered last week? The chief of police in the DC was suspended for getting caught fraudulently fudging the numbers of crime.
Yep.
So like the news left that part out.
Yeah. And news definitely tries to avoid even just the single occurrence of being at the house.
Right. Any truth whatsoever, zero.
Yeah.
That one drove me bonkers. So they're running around going like, the crime was already going down because the guy went down for fraud. Like, just it'll lift out that small detail. Like, it's not a mundane detail. What is it? Brian.
Oh, that old little bit of crime right there. No, don't worry about that little bit of crime.
Michael, that's what it is. What a mundane detail, Michael. Arrested Development or some shit.
Michael Bolton.
Bam, back to Michael Bolton. That's all I got for the week, folks. That was my feed.
Yep.
Any honorable mentions in the live chat, Mr. Niltamir? Niltamir, I definitely am a debate master. I would agree.
A master.
Yes, I strategically didn't say it that way.
Fill it in, people, if you know how it goes.
Cackling barrel.
We can't do it here. Are we still on TikTok? Did it survive the whole?
Bro, we actually survived the whole time, and TikTok has not labeled us for miss, dis, or whatever other informations they do not deem.
I feel like we've let it down. I feel like we need to get banned tonight, so we need to start saying
just popping
stuff.
off. They definitely shadow banned me though, bro. Or they decided that my show sucks. You know, you could say like, you know, oh, it's not shadow banning, right? But it does not share out the show to as many people as it first did.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just a few people swing in, and then it's not a show for TikTok, so they bounce real quick.
They get you to want to just pay for it to get boosted.
Oh, dang, bro. We had 97 followers, man. Who's going to be the 100th?
Ooh.
If you watching the show and you ain't following us over on Rumble, yeah, you know, if you got a sec, you know, log in or, you know, make an account. It's free. Just use your Google account if you have one already logged into your phone. It's nice and easy. You know, log in with the Google and then go ahead and hit the follows. Be very much appreciated. Share the show out to somebody this week, man. Don't be a hoe.
Try to avoid that hoage.
Share that show. Don't be the hoe, man. Got a computer? Sign up.toleratech.com. You need something moved, hit ban up.
Got a game system that be acting laggy, not working. You can always do mail-ins with this guy if you're not local.
Been fixing a lot of game systems lately.
Yeah, everybody's been inside when it's been super hot.
That Battlefield 6, it requires a special setting to be turned on for like security purposes so they can use it with the anti-cheat system. So I did have a bunch of people that had that problem. If you got an old computer that you're still running Windows 10 on, you got to flip some special settings to get Battlefield 6 working before, I think, like October they're launching it. But otherwise, I'll just help that computer run sweet. Maybe do some upgrades.
Ooh, upgrades.
Oh, yeah.
Upgrades are generally always cool and fun.
Oh, yeah. I gotta upgrade this computer, bro, but I don't. This one's getting a little long in the tooth. This is the oldest one that supports 11, so I didn't have to replace it. And I was like, oh, yeah. I'm waiting for it to get chopped off. Like,
I hope not.
Then we're just going to run on Linux.
Linux is never a bad idea.
Gotta have Windows computers, but all the ones that aren't supporting 11, I'm just going to put the Linux. Like, yeah, I don't want to buy a new computer for that. Like, I use it like 3 times a week. Worker computer or something. That's all I got for you, folks.
Same here.
We got that too?
No.
We got the one. We got the.
All right, all right, all right.
Uh.